Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news. Heartbreak warning, the gut-wrenching finale that left viewers shattered because Love is Destiny strikes again. Who hasn't found themselves helplessly pulled into a drama that refuses to let go? Because Love is Destiny is the kind of emotional trap, one that leaves you both cursing and praising it at 3 a.m., tissues scattered everywhere. With its recent finale, this short drama has once again proven why it remains an unshakable phenomenon in the world of miniseries storytelling. At first glance, the plot seems familiar: two people fated to meet, love, and inevitably suffer. But what sets this series apart is its relentless emotional roller coaster, flawlessly executed by its leads Zhai Yiying and Chun. Their chemistry isn't just convincing, it's magnetic. And when the heartbreak hits, it hits hard. The final episodes are a masterclass in controlled chaos. One moment, you're laughing at their playful banter, charmed by the sweet awkwardness of young love. The next, you're gripping your seat as misunderstandings spiral out of control. And then comes the gut punch, raw, unfiltered pain that feels almost too real. Zhai Yiying's tear-streaked face in the breakup scene has already become iconic among fans. It's not just acting, it's emotional alchemy. Her eyes plead for love even as her words push him away. Chun, in turn, delivers a quiet devastation that lingers long after the credits roll. His subtle tremble, his voice barely holding together its heartbreak in its purest form. But because Love is Destiny isn't merely a tale of suffering. It's a bittersweet reflection on how love is never simple, never linear. The unexpected turns, the sacrifice, the miscommunication, the near reunion that slips away leave viewers simultaneously heartbroken and strangely hopeful. What truly lingers is the unspoken message: sometimes love isn't about happy endings, but about growth, letting go, and the deep imprint two souls leave on each other's lives. For viewers, the reward lies beyond the tears. You walk away not just with puffy eyes, but with a renewed appreciation for emotional vulnerability, for the fragility and resilience of human connection. As one fan perfectly summed it up, it's a drama that makes you suffer beautifully. And somehow, that suffering keeps us coming back again and again. Zhai Yiying's divine performance, the art of beautiful suffering. And because Love is Destiny, if there's one name that has quietly risen to dominate the short drama scene, it's Zhai Yiying. She first caught viewers' attention in Today Is Perfect for Love, with a performance that hinted at her extraordinary range. But it's in Because Love is Destiny where she truly ascends, delivering a portrayal that feels nothing short of transcendent. The heartbreak scenes are where Zhai Yiying shines most. There's a particular mastery in how she handles emotional breakdowns. Her tears seem to hover delicately in her eyes, never falling too quickly, as if each drop carries 1,000 unspoken words. Her trembling gaze, her quivering lips, its vulnerability performed with such precision that viewers don't just watch her pain, they absorb it. Audiences have been quick to coin a phrase that now follows her everywhere: who can watch this and not say, "Poor sister"? It's not just sympathy. It's shared heartbreak. In that moment, she becomes not an actress, but a mirror reflecting every viewer's own quiet sorrow. But because Love is Destiny isn't simply a vessel for tears. The show's genius lies in its balance. One moment, Zhai Yiying and Chun's playful chemistry draws warm laughter. The next, a single glance between them can unravel a storm of emotions. It's this controlled emotional whiplash that keeps viewers hopelessly invested. Chun, for his part, compliments Zhai Yiying with an understated intensity. While she wears her pain like fragile glass, he buries his beneath calm expressions and lingering silences. Together, they create a dynamic that feels both painfully real and achingly cinematic. Beneath the heartbreak lies a deeper narrative, one about fate, missed timing, and the bittersweet truth that sometimes, love doesn't conquer all. But rather than leaving audiences hopeless, Because Love is Destiny offers something subtler: catharsis. It reminds us that heartbreak can be beautiful, that suffering can be shared, and that sometimes, the act of feeling deeply is its own reward. As the final scene fades and the closing music swells, viewers are left not just in tears, but in quiet reflection, grateful for a story that hurt them just enough to feel alive. Zhai Yiying's tearful masterclass, why viewers can't look away from Because Love is Destiny. There are good actors, great actors, and then there's Zhai Yiying. In Because Love is Destiny, she doesn't simply act, she opens a window into raw, unfiltered emotion. With every scene, she pulls viewers into her world, until the line between fiction and reality blurs completely. What makes Zhai Yiying so captivating? It's all in the eyes. Her gaze carries such honesty, such naked vulnerability, that you find yourself instinctively believing her every emotion, no questions asked. Joy, longing, regret, heartbreak, they all flicker in her eyes before a single word is spoken. This is not manufactured drama, this is emotional truth performed with surgical precision. Fans often joke that watching her cry has become a shared national event. Every time she cries, I'm wiping my tears along with her. It's not exaggeration, it's collective catharsis. Zhai Yiying's ability to make audiences feel as though they are suffering alongside her is what elevates her from performer to emotional guide. And just when you think you can't take any more heartbreak, Because Love is Destiny flips the script. One moment you're breathless from the heavy drama, the next you're laughing at the awkward, tender chemistry she shares with co-star Chun. Their on-screen connection feels so natural, so effortless, that viewers begin rooting for their love even as fate cruelly conspires against them. The brilliance of the show lies in this balance, the constant dance between hope and heartbreak, humor and sorrow. It's never simply sad for the sake of being sad. Instead, every tear carries weight, every misunderstanding cuts deep because it feels earned. By the time the final credits roll, viewers are left with more than puffy eyes. Because Love is Destiny delivers something rare, emotional payoff. It's a story that dares to hurt you, but in doing so, reminds you of love's power to both heal and destroy. In an era flooded with short dramas chasing cheap thrills, Zhai Yiying offers something different: sincerity. And that, perhaps, is why so many find themselves hopelessly drawn back into her orbit. You don't just watch her performances, you live them. And somehow, when it's over, you find yourself thankful for every single tear. 2 stars, one unforgiving ending. Because Love is Destiny leaves viewers breathless. Rarely does a short drama assemble not one, but 2 lead actors capable of delivering emotional performances that feel both painfully real and stunningly beautiful. But Because Love is Destiny manages exactly that thanks to the remarkable pairing of Zhai Yiying and Chun. We've already talked about Zhai Yiying, her expressive eyes, her quiet tears hovering on the edge of falling, the kind of vulnerability that feels so sincere you almost forget she's acting. Each sob, each trembling glance, pulls viewers into her world until they find themselves wiping away their own tears in unison with hers. But surprisingly, Chun rises to match her emotional depth, creating a perfect storm of heart-wrenching storytelling. Though Chun first rose to fame in Such a Good Girl, a series that, admittedly, some viewers, myself included, didn't fully follow, it's Because Love is Destiny that showcases her true range. Her portrayal of the male lead's shifting emotions from tender affection to restrained distance, and finally to devastating vulnerability, is nothing short of masterful. Her crying scenes are equally breathtaking, meeting Zhai Yiying's raw intensity beat for beat. The result? A rare synergy that elevates the entire drama. Their chemistry crackles during the light-hearted moments, feels achingly tender during romantic scenes, and burns with quiet devastation when everything falls apart. It's not often that a short drama feels this emotionally rich, but then comes the frustration, the plot's pacing. As viewers, we waited, held our breath, and hoped for more screen time with all the central characters together. Yet the real reunion only happens in the final 4 episodes. Just when it seems like everything might finally converge, the story delivers its cruelest blow, an abrupt ending, stopping right at the peak of the unresolved love triangle. Fans were left gasping, clutching their screens in disbelief. "You can't end it here," became the cry heard across comment sections. The finale didn't just leave questions, it pressed viewers face first into the very heartbreak the series had spent hours delicately building. And yet, perhaps that's why Because Love is Destiny lingers so powerfully. It offers not the comfort of resolution, but the raw sting of love's unfinished business, a reminder that, sometimes, life itself doesn't provide closure. And like the characters we've come to love, we're left longing for just one more scene. Beautiful, brutal, unfinished, Because Love is Destiny leaves fans desperate for more. Some dramas entertain you. Some hurt you. And some, Like Because Love is Destiny, do both beautifully. For anyone who's already fallen into the emotional black hole of this short drama, you know exactly what I mean. And for those who haven't started watching yet, be warned, proceed with caution. Because once you're in, you may not come out the same. The show's magic lies largely in its two leads, Zhai Yiying and Chun, who deliver performances so raw, so achingly real, they make even the simplest scenes pulse with emotion. Zhai Yiying's mastery is well known. Her eyes hold entire monologues, and every tear she carefully holds back seems to suspend time itself. Her vulnerability is so sincere, so unguarded, you trust her instantly. You don't just watch her cry, you cry with her. But what's truly rare is how Chun rises to match her, creating one of the most balanced emotional duos in recent memory. While many first discovered her in Such a Good Girl, it's here that Chun reveals astonishing depth. She handles her character's emotional shifts from warmth to distance to heartbreak with such subtle precision that even the smallest glance feels loaded with meaning. And yet, after so much emotional investment, the cruelest twist comes not from the story itself, but from the way it ends. The pacing leaves viewers on edge. Most of the major characters only fully reunite in the final 4 episodes. Just as the love triangle intensifies, the series drops its most brutal move, an abrupt ending, stopping right at the emotional climax. Fans were left speechless, furious, desperate. This feels like Princess Agents all over again, many lamented, comparing it to the infamous Ice Lake cliffhanger that haunted viewers for years. How can you leave us hanging like this? Now, the hope for a second season burns fiercely in fan communities. The story feels far from over. These characters deserve closure. We deserve closure despite the heartbreak, or perhaps because of it. Because Love is Destiny has become a must-watch. The pain is real. The frustration is sharp. But the acting? Absolutely breathtaking. If you're ready for beautiful suffering, you won't regret entering this world. Just don't expect to leave with your heart intact.